They call this heaven. And exhale down towards the earth, grounding energy. Great. All right. Come take a seat. Take your right leg out in front and your left leg behind you. Deer pose. If you want to do a full pigeon here and that's something easy for you to do, totally cool. Do it. Do it. Do it. Yep. Yeah, Jackie, you can let your knee drop open there if you can. You don't have to take it behind you. We're going to go there later, Frank, but you can do it now if you want to, but I was planning on that. It's the next pose. Reach back away from your front hip. Reach back and away from your front hip. If you're doing pigeon, you're doing pigeon. If you're doing pigeon, you could walk your arms over to the right side of your mat. That will give you a little bit more. Everybody in deer pose, come up. Everybody else stay as you are. Left hand across, twist. Right ear, right shoulder. Exhale. Lean back, those of you in deer. Flip the script. Those of you in pigeon, flip the script. Yep, Jackie, that's perfect. Wide-legged is a hard pose for most people, but that's the other, just both legs out. You get the same work. Reach up and away from the front hip. So left arm up and over. Lateral fold. Those of you in deer coming up and around, twist. Left ear, left shoulder. Deep breath in. Exhale, coming out of the twist. So this is where we're going to have a ton of options. If you can't do a lot of seated work, I would head to the floor right now. But let me give you all the options. The beauty is they're all going to give you the same idea. Easy seat, we did this earlier in the practice, Sukhasana. Double pigeon, you're right there and you might be more opened up for it now. Seated pigeon. Reclined figure four, which is also a variation of reclined pigeon pose. Any of those options on the table. Then those of you doing the seated options, not the second one where you're sitting, but either Sukhasana or Agni Stambhasana, or even cow face pose, of course, knees stacking on knees. You can fold forward or fold to the side. You can fold forward or fold to the side. Then we'll all come together in a few minutes. I'll let you know when side two is happening. And those of you seated, it's easy to be experimental. You know, you can do side, you could do a twist, you can do a fold forward. You kind of bop around and do different things with your upper body. Those of you on the back, we're holding the pose probably a little longer than you're used to. So either come out and come back into the same side, or just make sure that you're really resting in the pose so that you're not trying to get it deeper or anything. Let's let your body be in the shape. Think more about your breath, perhaps using the emerald green color, breathing into your low back area, especially the right side where the liver is. We have about 8 more breaths. Might be a little more if you're breathing shallow. Might be a fewer if you're breathing longer than I am. If you're on the back with me, second side, if you're seated and you're ready to do second side, shift. And giving us a good 2 minutes so that we really have time to let the body respond to the stretch. You might even notice, I'm talking mostly, well, everybody, doesn't matter what pose you're in. Just notice if you're kind of holding your ankles in a funny way. Just notice if their ankles are tightening up in any way. If you can get the ankles to relax, your hip will also relax a little bit more. And it might even be your left ankle is the one that's kind of holding on. And some of you might notice that the more you do less, which sounds funny, the more you do less in the pose, the more, especially in these long held hip openers, the more your body goes, oh, right, yeah, I don't need to be doing that. And sometimes it's not even about the hip. It's an ankle, it's a jaw, it's a shoulder, it's a wrist. A lot of times it's the other parts of your body bracing against the hip opener. Few more breaths here. Keep it slow. Now, if you have a true plow shoulder stand practice, you may want to think of heading into that. If you'd like to do a little bit more upper body work, come into bridge pose with a clasp of your hands underneath your lower back. I'm going to suggest for most of us, so those are all options. If you're doing bridge pose with the clasp, I would do 8 breaths each side and then come down and do the other clasp. Otherwise, supported bridge pose, supported legs to the sky, or opening straddle on the blocks, using your hands as a little support system. You won't be here for too long, but this comes back to the liver meridian, the gallbladder meridian, by opening inner thigh and outer hips. We'll be here for about 10 to 12 breaths. It's pretty deep. This is a great way to get Upavista Konasana into your body if doing it seated is impossible or hard, next to impossible. So here's a great way to get that deep groin opening with a little more support. I'm holding my legs so they feel like they can let go and I'm not working too hard. The elevation of the hips helps the pelvis to swing a little more freely, which allows the legs to open more freely. About 4 more breaths in supported Upavista Konasana, or dragonfly pose as it's called in Yin Yoga. You'll exhale your legs together, and then we'll hold legs to the sky pose. Come back to the green, emerald green breath, or the 4 count in and the 6 count out. Two more breaths. Stay longer if you'd like. I'm going to do one more little hip twisty thing before Shavasana. So if you're in supported bridge or legs up, exhale your way off the blocks, move them out of your way, unless you need them for any reason. Hug your right knee into your chest, let your left knee drop to the left. Hold right knee to right armpit, or lift your foot up, keep your knee bent, hold the back of your knee, ankle, or foot, half happy baby, half Supta Baddha Konasana. Some of you could also reach your right leg to the right for another variation of Supta Padangusthasana B. Come back through center, keep your left knee where it is, let your right knee come over and meet it, easy twist. Deep breath in. Use your exhale to come back through center. Hug your left knee in, drop your right knee out. Left knee angles towards armpit or foot to the sky, holding knee, foot, or ankle for half happy baby. Or left leg reaching to the left for variation of Padangusthasana B. Good. Bring your left knee on top of your right knee. Easy twist. Inhale.
Use your exhale to come back through center for either constructive rest or legs long, regular Shavasana. And before we completely float off, you're going to take your palms together just over your heart center and rub them vigorously. Rub, 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 rub your palms. Rub, 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 rub. They're going to get hot. They're going to feel friction. And then cup your eyes. Let the healing energy of your hands move into your eyes. Take 3 to 6 breaths, focusing on that. And then you'll release your hands when you feel ready to do so for final resting. If you have time, continue to rest. If you need to close out your practice with me, invite a deeper breath. You might even feel the idea of breath behind your eyes as one more way of bringing energy to this part of the Liver Meridian. Great. If you are